a trenchant blade that shore the nets of doubt. So that is what cut the doubt also, you see. Powerful. It served a discernment, seemed almost divine because that power, discernment, dakshina, as we have seen. You see. This is the next quality about the reasoning mind. Dakshina, inspiration, intuition, revelation, you see, in that category. You see. The four divine goddesses, Dakshina, starts with that. It showed a discernment, seemed almost divine, yet all that knowledge was a borrowed sun. It was not the knowledge coming from the high source, from supermind. It is minds, because it describes mind's quick, patient thoughts. This is still the mental part of it. Therefore, it is borrowed. Yet all that knowledge was a borrowed sun. The form that came were not heaven's native births. The form that came were not heaven's native births. Now, this is a very peculiar sentence, you see. What it means that forms and births are the same. The form that came were not heaven's native births, means they were not really born of heaven. Spusions, dangerous and absolute, could mingle poison with the wine of God. Actually, this is what happens in the case of mind. It is the life force which makes mind take this stand or that stand. Mind by itself cannot take its own stand. See, very often we say, I'm in two minds. We often say, in two minds. And I'm not able to really decide this or that. What decides? It is a life force. Mind cannot decide at all. You say, I should do this, I should do that. You can keep on arguing all the while. You cannot decide at all. It is the life force will decide. Yet that knowledge was a borrowed sun. The form that came were not heaven's native birth. Spusions dangerous and absolute could mingle poison with the wine of God. It doesn't have that heavenly quality. It is after all meant. So when it gets mixed up with life force, then it is mixing up God's wine with poison. You start arguing crookedly. This is what you do. See, when the life takes possession of your thought, then you start arguing in a very crooked, in a very evil, in a negative manner also, you see. And that is how you mingle poison with wine. On these high shining backs, falsehood could ride. Yes, this is what happens. You see, once the life force takes possession of you, then you start arguing in favor of that life force. You start arguing with that force. Falsehood could ride. Truth lay with delight in error's passionate arms. You justify error. You start justifying error also. You start justifying court judgments. You know, court judgments are colored by individuals. They are not always true to the spirit of the things which is supposed to be there behind them. They get colored. See. Truth laid with delight in error's passionate arm, gliding downstream in a blithe gilded barge, she etched her ray with a magnificent light. Here in life's nether realms, all contraries meet. So everything is there. Falsehood and truth is given. Delight in error's passionate arm. They come and mix. Here in life's nether realm, all contraries meet. Truth stares and does her work with bandaged eyes. So, it's and ignorance is wisdom's patron here. So you start justifying ignorance. This keeps on happening all the while, and therefore you land into a greater danger. You justify your evil acts. You justify why I am doing, why I am not doing that, everything. This is what is happening all around here in our dear ashram. We keep on justifying wisdom with ignorance all the while. Pattern here. Herein lies neither realm, all contraries meet. Truth stares and does her works with bandaged eye. What a beautiful simile. Yeah. And ignorance, wisdom's patron here. Those galloping hoofs in their enthusiast speed could bear to a dangerous intermediate zone where death walks wearing a robe of deathless life. What a powerful sentence this one is. Very powerful, poetically, very powerful. Those galloping hoofs in their enthusiast speed could bear to a dangerous intermediate zone where death walks wearing a robe of deathless life. So death is walking with a robe of deathless life. You land into that kind of a dangerous zone. Now, poetically, this is a very powerful sentence. As I said. Let us scan this thing. Those galloping hooves, those gal. This is one foot. First foot. Open hooves, second. In there. Third foot. Means first is those galloping. First is I am. Second foot is a anapist. Short, long. Galloping hooves. Short, long. Second foot. The third foot is a peric. Short. The fourth foot enthu. There is an I am. Short, long. Enthu. Zest speed. That is again short, long. Anapist. So you have got here basically one I am, anapist, peric, another I am, and anapist. See, the speed comes with that. The speed comes with that. The galloping is there because there is anapistic movement, fast moving forward. And when you are jumping from one to the other one, there is a small pause in there. A little pause, and then you jump up again, you see. That is the galloping. Those galloping hoofs in their enthusiast speed could bear one foot to a dangerous, second foot, dangerous, third foot, intermediate zone. Again, so you have got a lot of ams and anapists moving forward, short, long, going like that in a galloping speed, you see, where death walks wearing, you see again, where death and I am walks wearing, this is spondy. Both are strong, dark death, walks death wearing a robe, anapist of deathless I am, of deathless life, again, and I am. So, see, you can see the movement is again basically short, long. The galloping is there. So, the poetry matches with the inspiration also, see. And the thought content, they get completely fused into each other. The technique, poetic technique, is determined by the force of inspiration with which these lines come. It is the inspiration which is dictating the meter. Those galloping hoofs those galloping hoofs in their enthusiast speed could bear to a dangerous intermediate zone where death walks wearing a robe of deathless life, or they enter in the the valley of the wandering gleam, whence captives or victims in the specious rave, souls trapped in that region never can escape. So that is the danger, you see. That is the giant head of life you are seeing. So actually, this is the most dangerous kind of thing. Wandering gleam, you get trapped in the valley and remain there permanently. There is no escape at all. There is no escape at all. Or they enter the valley. Once you enter into that, nobody can pull you out. You are trapped. Unless there is an act of supreme grace from somewhere. Nobody can. Or they enter the valley of the wandering gleam, whence captives or victims of the specious ray, souls trapped in that region never can escape. So this is the danger of the giant head of life. It's possible, you see.